you for watching Hack the File. I'm Michael Lopez, and today we're going to be looking at a new book that I bought on Metasploit. Enjoy. All right, we're here. So I just bought a new Metasploit book, and it's Metasploit, the Penetration Tester's Guide by David Kennedy, Jim O'Gorman, Devon Kearns, and Mati Aharoni. And I don't know how old it is. I don't think it's that old, but Metasploit, I mean, it's going to show you how to do the basics. And then, I mean, it's constantly changing and upgrading. So this is a very interesting book because it goes into the history of Metasploit, how it started, right? And we could do it. This video is going to be a 30-minute review and reading of Metasploit and what Metasploit is. Because if you're getting into cybersecurity, you probably don't even know what Metasploit is, or you're barely learning. And I'm going to go through this and kind of explain it, and then read how they explain it and stuff like that. And then what I think I'm going to do on this book is I'm going to do it on my own, right? And then I'm not going to make a series, but I think I'm going to do it on my own. And then when I come across something interesting, I think that, I could make a video of or something, then I think I'm going to make a video of it. I'm not going to go through each chapter of this for like a series. So, or maybe not. If you guys want a series and you guys want me to do a series of it, let me know. Put it in the comments and say, man, I'd love to have a series of that. And then I'll make a series of it. But if not, I'm just going to plan on doing it that way. So, all right, we're going to read a little bit of it. So, the Metasploit framework has long been one of the tools most widely used by information security professionals, where for a long time, little documentation existed aside from the source code itself or comments on a blog. Let me see. Okay, so we're gonna skip that. Skip that too. And we'll skip, we don't need to know about the authors and all that. I mean, okay, so this, we're going to skip this too. Why do penetration test? We're going to skip that too. Okay, so why Metasploit? Metasploit isn't just a tool, it's an entire framework that provides the infrastructure needed to automate mundane, routine, and complex tasks. This allows you to concentrate on the unique or specialized aspects of penetration testing and on identifying flaws within your information security program. So this Metasploit is widely used by penetration testers. So if you go online and you look up job descriptions for pen testers, if you don't know what a pen tester is, Google it. If you're just getting into cybersecurity and you're wanting to know which careers would fit you, pen testers are the ones that test somebody's infrastructure or website or just their network or everything, right? And what they do is they simulate hacks, or the most common hacks, or any kind of hacks, I guess. And the companies pay them for it, right? It's called white hat hacking or whatever. But penetration testers are checking open ports, and they're running a lot of different scans, and they're taking documentation, and they're taking screenshots and all this stuff. So that's what penetration testing is, right? So Metasploit is a tool that I guess that a lot of penetration testers use. Okay. As you begin through the chapter in this book, you will establish a well-rounded mythology. You will begin to see the many ways in which Metasploit can be used in your penetration tests. So this book is not going to be a book of like fundamentals and learning. It's strictly on how to use Metasploit. I'm thinking, right? So Metasploit allows you to easily build attack vectors, augment its exploits, payloads, encoders, and more. So basically, it's a one-stop shop, right, for pen testing and setting up your payloads, exploits, and encoders, right? By bypassing antivirus and stuff like that. So, at various points in this book, we explain several third-party tools, including some written by the authors of this book that builds on Metasploit framework. Now, I don't know if that's going to be documentation tools or whatnot. I don't know. Our goal is to get you comfortable with the framework, show you some advanced attacks, and ensure that you can apply these techniques reasonably. Okay. We'll do the brief history. A brief history of Metasploit, because this is pretty interesting. Metasploit was originally developed and conceived by H.D. Moore while he was employed by a security firm. When H.D. realized that he was spending most of his time validating and sanitizing public exploit code, he began to create a flexible and maintainable framework for the creation and development of exploits. He released his first edition of the Perl-based Metasploit in October 2003, with a total of 11 exploits. With the help from Spoon HD, released a total rewrite of the project Metasploit 2.0. In April 2004, this version included 19 exploits and 27 payloads. Shortly after this release, Matt Miller SCAP joined the Metasploit development team, and the project gained popularity. The Metasploit framework received heavy backing from the information security community and quickly became a necessary tool for penetration tests and exploits. Following a complete rewrite of the Ruby programming language, the Metasploit team released Metasploit 3.0 in 2007, written in Ruby. The migration of framework from Perl to Ruby took 18 months and resulted in over 150,000 lines of code. With the 3.0 release, Metasploit saw widespread adoption in the security community and a big increase in user contributions. In fall 2009, Metasploit was acquired by Rapid7. Okay, and I think Rapid7 is the one that owns it now. A leader in the vulnerability scanning field, which allowed HD to build a team to focus solely on the development of Metasploit framework. Since the acquisition, updates have been occurred more rapidly. Commander Rapid7 released two commercial products, Metasploit Express and Metasploit Pro. Metasploit Express is a lighter version of the framework with a GUI and additional functionality, including supporting reporting, among other useful features. Metasploit Pro is an expanded version of Metasploit Express. Okay, so this is basically saying what you can get now. So they've got a brief history, which is awesome because you want to know where it came from, what the idea behind it was. And it was basically a tool to help automate and help pen testers do their job faster. Okay, about this book. This book is designed to teach you everything from fundamentals of framework to advanced techniques and exploitation using Metasploit. And it's saying that, programming knowledge isn't, you don't need to know how to program, but I mean, it's better if you do. I mean, it's always better if you do, so that's just stupid to say. I mean, it's always better to know something than not to know something. But I mean, for this book, I guess it would be better. I mean, it would be better than any cyber book if you knew programming in Python or something. Um, what's the book? How can this book help you get started and take your skills to the next level? Okay, chapter 1 establishes methodologies around penetration testing. I'm going to skip this one. Is your introduction to various tools with the Metasploit framework? We might do chapter 2. Show your ways to leverage Metasploit in the reconnaissance phase of penetration testing. I would probably just skip one and then do all the rest of these, right? And if you want to take a screenshot, or I mean, if you want to pause the video and see what this book has in it, then do it right now because I'm about to change the page. But if you're really interested in cybersecurity and you want to get serious about it, this is probably one of these a Metasploit book of some sort would probably be good because you're gonna use tools in any job. Okay, so whether it's a seam, whether it's whether it's a Metasploit, whether it's MS Venom, whether it's Nmap, you're gonna use all these tools. So Burp Suite, Wireshark, investing in them and learning books in them and spending time on learning how to use them and understanding them and all that stuff, it's not a bad idea because you might end up using them anyways, and if you don't, it's good to know how to use them anyways, right? Especially if you want to go freelance, or maybe you want to, maybe you have a degree, maybe you have a master's degree, maybe you have a bachelor's degree, but you didn't, I don't care what anybody says, you're not spending that much time on tools. You're going to spend one semester on Wireshark and digital forensics tools, like the one with that dog. Man, I can't think of it right now. Anyways, and or you're gonna use Metasploit. You're gonna use it, but you're not. There's so many different tools that you're not going to be able to master them while you're getting your degree, right? Unless you're geeking out, right? But now I'm geeking out on it because I have more time to, after work or something like that, or on my weekends. But during school, you're doing so much homework that you don't have. I mean, you don't have that much time to geek out on all these tools. So, might as well pick them up now. So, and if you want to open your own business, or you want to go freelance or something like that, then knowing these tools is going to be a good thing. So I'd recommend doing it, and that's why I buy these books, because I go through them and I learn them and I do the projects, and it also helps you with your command line Linux and all that stuff too, because most of these are on Linux. And you need to get your command line up to par, and the more of these you do, the better. So we'll read this one too. I think this is very important too. A note on ethics, and they always put this in here, and I'm always going to put it in here, right? And hopefully, when you guys are watching my videos and stuff, you understand what my videos are about. They're about the ethics of it, right? Don't be malicious. Don't be stupid. Don't attack targets without written permission. Consider the consequences of your actions. I'm kind of sick right now. My health is not too good. If you do things illegally, you can be caught and put in jail. So, with that being said, that's why I have these videos and I set up these environments, okay? All these environments are my environments. They're safe, they're legal, and there's so many tools out there where you can learn all these tools, and so many websites and stuff where you can learn all this stuff legally. And there's a lot of websites that give you legal permission to hack them. I mean, there's bug bounties. I mean, there's so many legal ways to learn how to hack that you don't need to be a bad guy hacker anymore. You don't need to do all that, right? I mean, you have these, and then even talking about penetration testing, there's penetration testers that do bug mounting, bug hunting, where like top companies pay you to try to hack their website and find vulnerabilities. And the more you find, they actually pay you a lot of money, right? And there's some dudes that are making millions of dollars, man. And I guess the top hacker in the world, I forget, a penetration tester dude, bug bounty dude, is from Spain or something. I can't remember. Anyways, but this dude's a millionaire now, right? Just for hacking. Now, I'm not thinking about this. Now, what if he used that for bad? Would he be a millionaire? I don't know. I don't think so. He'd probably be in prison. Or he'd probably be doing chump stuff just for fame or whatever. So there's a lot of ways to make money where you don't have to be a bad guy. You don't have to do all this bad stuff, right? And be smart. You know what I mean? You don't live once. You don't want to live your life in prison, right? And just ask anybody that just got out of prison. They're gonna tell you they wish they never went. So, all right. Chapter 1: The absolute basics of penetration testing. So, I'm not gonna read all this stuff because this, I don't need to know about all this basic stuff. Like I said, I'm not gonna do a series on this. I want to go through a review on it just to see if anybody wants me to do a series on it, and if not, then I'm just gonna do it on my own time and just pick and choose the stuff that I want to do, and then I might even make some videos. But yeah, just go check this book out, Metasploit, and I think I paid like $20 for it. So this goes over the types of penetration tests. So if you're curious about, you're like, what is penetration testing? Like I said, Google it, right? You'll pull up more information and research from Google and stuff like that than you will from this book. I mean, you might not. I don't know. I'm sure you will. But this one goes over a quick little, overt penetration testing, covert penetration testing, and vulnerability scanners. So you're scanning for any vulnerabilities, any open ports, any outdated software, you're scanning for all those vulnerabilities, pulling it all together and all right there, right? And I just want to do this book to learn how to use the Metasploit tool. Okay, so I don't, and so I would have to start here, right? Because exploit, I'm sure this is the command, and then payload is a command in there. I need to know what those are pertaining to. What they're going to be in Metasploit. Shellcode is the set of infrastructure used as a payload. You know what I mean? And I'm sure you're going to say, show payload, show shellcode, show modules, your listener. So I think this is cool, right? Your listener is a component with Metasploit that waits for incoming connection of some sort. Basically, your netcat or something like that, or whatever, and it's a listener. So Metasploit interface. Metasploit offers more than one interface. MSF console. I use this a lot, and this is going to tell me what it really is and what it does, right? So this is starting off pretty good book, right? And like I said, I'm gonna go through this by myself. I don't want to take too long on it. And when I come across something that I think is cool, I might make a quick little video of it, right? Because this all pertains to cybersecurity. This is actually summing stuff up, making it easier for you using Metasploit. So I'm sure that See, look, port scanning with Nmap. I mean, everybody knows about Nmap scans and stuff, but you can run an Nmap scan from Metasploit apparently. Um, Advanced Nmap scanning, TCP idle scan. Is that part of Metasploit? Yeah. Yeah, see, we're in the MSF. Metasploit framework. Use auxiliary scanner IP. Show options. So, I mean, it's, I'm going to have to get in here and see how to use Metasploit, right? And, I would rather, for a job, I would rather teach, right? But these penetration testers are making a lot of money. I mean, they're making tons of money to test, and it's because they know how to use all these tools, and they take good notes and stuff. And so, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad field to get into and look into. So, all right, that was HackTheFile. I hope you enjoyed this quick little book review on Metasploit. And if you want me to do a series, put a comment in there and say, hey, I want to do a series, and I guess I'll do it. You know what I mean? But meantime, I'm just going to go through that by myself, and I should be able to knock this book out in a month, right? If I'm not making the series. But if I'm making the series, it's going to take a lot longer. You know what I mean? Because I don't skip the chapters. When I make a video, I do everything live. Well, for the most part, I would say 90% of it. And when I run into issues or something, I troubleshoot it live. So it's going to take me a lot longer to go through this book if I make a series of it. Just like ethical hacking, this was taking a long time. And, I'm thinking about doing one on bug bounty. So these two would be interconnected. So I'm sure that this bug bounty bootcamp one has Metasploit in it. And I had a subscriber wanting me to check this book out, but I have to download the Kindle app, right? And every time I download that Kindle app, it's got a virus or something on it. Every time I try to get what's source or something from it, because I tried to download it and it just wrecked my operating system. And I don't know what. I couldn't. I mean, it's got a virus in that file every time I download it. And so I gotta find a virus-free Kindle app somewhere. Then I can start this one. I'm intrigued by this one because this is one of the first hacking books. The second edition is later, but the first edition is like one of the first hacking books written. So it's like nostalgia to me. I mean, it's pretty cool. I can't wait till I open this book and look at it. So. All right, I hope you had fun. It's a quick little taste of it. Go get this book. I mean, go to Amazon and check this one out, or something like it, right? And I might make a video where I'm trying to find books, and I'll show you how to find good hacker books. I like Pact, but I'm starting to like No Starch. But I was a big fan of Pact because I like the way they write their stuff, right? And then they give you a lot of free stuff in it, free codes, links, and it's all like secure. It's more secure and stuff. Some of these other books that are written like the lower budget ones like this one, I don't know about their security on their websites or their whatever, that they have their links or the references. But yeah, I like Pact, but I'm starting to like No Starch a little bit better. So if you guys want me to do a series, let me know. If not, enjoy this little go do your research on your own, and I might make a video of me looking for more books to learn from, and then having my library for hacking. So all right, that was HackTheFile. See you next time.